In a far-off land, there lived 3 little piglets, 3 brothers. They were all the same size and had the same happy tails. All summer, they tumbled together in the green grass, basking in the sun, wallowing in puddles. But now fall has come. The sun doesn't warm as much, and the forest is turning yellow.
Time has come for us to think about winter,
hinted the older brother.
Let's build a house, and we'll spend the winter together under one warm roof.
But his brothers didn't want to work, so they just laughed at the older brother. They were much happier in the last warm days to play and jump in the meadow than to dig and carry stones.
What winter? Plenty of time. Winter is still far away,
said the middle brother.
When we need to, we'll build our own houses,
the younger brother grunted. The older brother waved them off and said,
Then I won't be waiting for you.
With every day, it started getting colder and colder. And the younger brothers continued playing their piglet games, jumping and tumbling about, and only then, when a big puddle next to the road started to be covered by morning frost and a thin crust of ice, did the lazy brothers set to work. The younger brother decided that the simplest and quickest way to build a house was out of straw. By evening, his hut was ready, and the piglet ran to the middle brother, on the way singing with joy.
Even if you go halfway around the world, around the world, around the world, you won't find a better home, you won't find one, you won't find one.
At first, the middle brother also wanted to build a house out of straw. But then he decided that in such a house, in winter, it would be very cold. So he decided to build his own house from branches and thin sticks. And so he did so.
I have a good house, a new house, a solid house. I'm not afraid of rain and thunder, rain and thunder, rain and thunder. Well there, your house ready,
the younger brother said.
I told you we'd quickly finish this business. Let's go see our older brother. Let's see what he built for himself. Let's go. Even if you go halfway around the world, around the world, around the world, you won't find a better home, you won't find one, you won't find one.
The older brother had built himself a large, solid stone house in which he would be protected from wind, rain, and frost. The brothers caught him working.
What are you building? Is this a home for a pig or a fortress?
The younger brother asked. And both brothers were so merry that their squeals and grunts could be heard all over the meadow. The elder brother didn't pay attention to his stupid brothers, and as if nothing had happened, he continued to build his house and sang a song.
Of course, I'm smarter than everyone. Smarter than everyone, smarter than everyone. I built a house from stones, from stones, from stones. No beast in the world, no cunning beast, no terrible beast can break through my door, through my door, through my door. Who to be afraid of in this forest? Huh, do you think there are wolves here? You're just a scaredy cat. Come on, there's nothing to do here. Better to have fun and play, said the younger brother.
And the 2 brave brothers went to play. On the way, they sang and danced. And when they entered the forest, they were so noisy they woke up a wolf who was sleeping under a tree. The angry, hungry wolf went to the place where the screeching and grunting came from, and there were 2 stupid little pigs.
What kind of wolves can there be in this forest?
The younger brother said, who had only seen wolves in pictures.
We'll grab him by the nose, he'll see,
added the middle brother, who had never seen a live wolf either. And the joyful brothers sang again.
We're not afraid of the big grey wolf, the big grey wolf, the big grey wolf. Where are you, stupid wolf, old wolf, scary wolf?
And suddenly they saw a real-life wolf. The poor little pigs couldn't even move out of terror. The wolf growled and prepared to pounce. The piglets suddenly came to their senses and ran screeching through the forest. They each ran to their own houses. They had never had to run so fast. The younger brother ran into his thatched hut first and slammed the door right in the wolf's face. "Now open the door, or I'll break it down," the wolf growled.
"No, I won't open it."
"Then I'll blow so hard that I'll blow your house down." And the wolf began to blow. Phew. The roof fell off the house and the straw walls of the house shook. Then the wolf blew even harder. Phew. And the house flew apart in all directions. The wolf snapped his teeth right in front of the snout of the little pig. But the piglet deftly dodged and rushed away to the house of the middle brother. The brothers barely locked themselves in when they heard the voice of the wolf. "Well, now I'll eat you both." The brothers looked at each other in fear, and the wolf began to blow again. Blow with all his might. Phew. When the wolf blew the fifth time, the house tottered and collapsed. In horror, the pigs rushed away. The brothers rushed to the older brother's house. They ran so fast that dust flew from under their little feet. With huge leaps, the wolf caught up with them, but again he was out of luck. He ran into a big apple tree that was growing near the road. And our little piglets made it to the older brother's house. The brother let them in and began to calm them down.
"In my house, there's nothing to fear. Let's drink tea."
And he sang his song.
"No beast in the world, no cunning beast, no terrible beast will open this door, this door, this door."
Just then, the wolf started pounding on the door.
"Who's knocking there?"
The elder brother calmly asked. "Open the door."
"I don't think so."
"Oh no? Well then I'll eat all three of you." And the wolf began to blow. He sucked in even more air and blew as hard as he could. But no matter how hard he blew, not even the smallest stone moved. He raised his head and suddenly noticed a large, wide chimney on the roof. He carefully climbed up the roof and listened. Everything was quiet in the house. The wolf looked around and climbed into the chimney. As soon as the elder pig heard rustling, he knew what was happening. He quickly rushed to the cauldron in which water was boiling on the fire and tore off the lid. "Welcome," said the smart oldest pig. At that moment, the wolf splashed into the boiling water. With a wild roar, the scolded wolf flew up the chimney back up to the roof, then fell to the ground and ran away into the woods. And three brothers, the three little piglets, watched him go and rejoiced that they were so clever and taught a lesson to the evildoer.
"Even if you go halfway around the world, around the world, around the world, you won't find a better home. You won't find. The wolf from the forest will never ever, never ever, never ever come back here again. Never again, never again."
Since then, the brothers have lived together under the same roof.